How are you going, guys? Well, I'm now out here using my lightweight, very different designed awning tarp setup that's hanging off the side of my patrol out here. Now, very different compared to what you would normally see when people use when they go camping, that the awning setups that they have hang off the side of their four-wheel drives. But, you know, when I made that video there, the recent one, just not so long ago, where I showed you the full setup of this tarp and the slide-out awning bracket, how that all worked, well, that was the very first time I'd ever set it up, ever used the bracket and hooked the tarp and everything on it from when I designed it in my head, you know, a few months ago. And the way it all went together, yeah, I was pretty impressed with how it stood up and worked just like clockwork. But now I'm out here using it, what do I actually think about it? Let's have a chat about a couple of design changes that I've made since making that video. Let's check them out. Right, let's check out what it's like under here. So I've got stacks of room, which is what I always thought I was going to have, because, you know, I've got 3 metres wide before I only had 2.4, and now it comes out 3.6 metres and all under one roof, and it's fair income. I think it's great. I've got stacks of room, you know, set up there with my swag straight on the ground, just how I like it. Plenty of room to get around still there, and there's still heaps of room in underneath here. You know, I've got my couple of boxes down in there, I've got my camp chair, I've got my table all set up under there, and still heaps of room to get in and out. You know, if I have to get into my back into my fridge in here, you know, still heaps of room to get in there, get into my fridges, that sort of thing there. No dramas at all. But there's one small change that I've made to the tarp. Let's have a chat about the back end compared to when I had it set up in that video a few weeks ago. Let's check that out. So down the back end here between the two poles is probably one of the big changes that I've made since making that video. I've now kept this pole down pretty low. I could even make it a bit lower again. And now that gives our bottom section there a bit more runoff from where I had it in that video where I first set it up, thinking that it was all going to go together. Yeah, it was probably a bit flat and water may have pooled underneath it. But we actually had some rain last night and the tarp still got rain on it, a bit of water on it. And it rained off there last night, ran down here on the ground. No worries at all, but, you know, now I've got a cracking day. But just by keeping this pole here a bit lower, it now creates a lot more fall on the roof, and there's absolutely zero chance of any water now pulling on top of the tarp in case it rains overnight. And there's still one more change that I still may make. Again, these are things, you know, a bit of trial and error when you come up with a brand new design, something that you've made not out of a shop, just something you've put together yourself. You're always going to make little bits, few changes as you go along the more you use it. So one other change now, which quite a few people have even suggested that from that video that I put up there a few weeks ago of the setup, I may put a spreader pole between those two poles up there, and then that'll certainly take a lot of the sag that's out in the roof up there. So I may put a spreader across that, and that'll give me a little bit more height. Not that I need a great deal of height, but I think a spreader pole over there might be a good idea for later down the track. But at the moment, this is fair income. This is great. Well, would I go back to what I had before, you know, the full length roof rack, that 2.4 roll-out awning, then extension sheet hanging off the end of that? You know what, absolutely no chance. You know, I can set this whole thing up by myself in around 5 minutes. Yeah, there's a few guy ropes hanging around, but you know what, big deal. Guy ropes do not bother me at all. You know, over 50 years ago, I went right through the scouting movement, and that's all we had to hold our tents up was these things, guy ropes. There was no freestanding tents back in those days. So old school ways for me, it just sticks, and fair income, it works. So this budget friendly DIY camping setup, and it's lightweight, is fair income. It's here to stay. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next one. Uru.